If you're enjoying the show and you'd like to get more, maybe you want to get bonus episodes, maybe you want to get episodes early, maybe you'd like to join monthly video hangouts with me, Jeff, and other fans of the show, the way to find out how to do that is to go to patreon.com/wehaveconcerns. To push him down a simulated step machine at the gym to get out of this. This is We Have Concerns. Hi, Jeff Cannata.
Hi, Anthony Carboni.
Hello, concerned citizens.
Got us an article sent to us by Nikolai Talento, which is Russian for talented Nicky, I think.
Old talented Nicky.
Talented Nicky. This is an interesting bit of science. Evidently...
Oh, is it?
It is. Evidently, back in 1995, there was this...
Before we had science.
Before science was a thing. There was evidently a study that compared Neanderthals and what we know about things that would injure them to modern day injuries to find out, is there any comparison to how ancient humans would get injured to how we are injured today?
Yeah, we all fall down.
Ashes, we all fall down.
I mean, seriously, like I would think the standard injuries that we share with Neanderthals would be fall injuries, falling injuries.
Tiger bites.
Yeah, a lot of tiger bites, a lot of burns from just like building your own fire and cooking food over it.
Sick burns.
Sick burns. No, I would say probably burns and falls. Accidents. I would say accidents are probably what we share.
You would be wrong.
What?
Surprisingly,
we all get killed by tigers.
It's tigers all the way down.
On an infinite timeline, you will die at the claws of a tiger.
Look to your left, look to your right. If one of you isn't currently being eaten by a tiger, you are being eaten by a tiger. That's how it works. It turns out that the vast majority of Neanderthal injuries are about the face, head, and neck.
Yeah, but like from falls and stuff.
No, it turns out that most of them are from... interactions with their peers. That's fighting, punching in the face, smacking each other around.
Yeah.
So what is there that is a similar kind of injury today?
We still punch each other.
We do, but not nearly as often.
No, that's 100% similar.
Well, but
if you're looking to find a way that hurts people today, that is similar to ancient punches, it's modern punches.
But you'd be surprised how far we've come with punches. It's a whole new world of punches. Have you seen a Jackie Chan movie?
I bet I can punch like an ancient punch.
I don't think you could. I don't think you could Neanderthal punch me right now.
I probably could Neanderthal punch you now.
You could maybe Homo sapien punch me, but there's no way you could Neanderthal punch me.
I could totally do it. I could totally punch you right now like a Neanderthal would. No, we're looking for ways that are similar to getting kicked in the crotch. Dude, it's getting kicked in the crotch.
No, it turns out that in 1995, they said that the kinds of injuries...
When punching was outlawed.
Right. They were most analogous to how Neanderthals got injured happened to participants in rodeos. That rodeo riders landed on their head and hurt themselves. And that was comparable. If you look at the medical data of rodeo riders and the medical data we found with the Neanderthals, it's comparable.
Now I want to know...
That's how intense their head and face injuries are, which is why you can't Neanderthal punch me.
But that's what I'm saying. Now I want to know how Neanderthals punch that we didn't punch. How do they punch that we don't punch? How to punch?
Like more like a bronco kicking you in the face, I think. I think it's quite a punch. I think it's quite a thing.
What's the technique?
But to be clear, it's not all just punches. It's also interacting with their prey, and like they mostly get hurt around the face and head.
Wait, interacting with their prey. Okay, yeah. But that's different.
Well, we don't know what all of the data is from.
Hey, let me tell you something about the data, scientists. If it looks like dude was kicked by an animal, he was kicked by an animal. Or if it looks like dude was punched in the face, he was punched in the face.
We're just looking at bones here.
Yeah.
So, it's not like we can ask him a story.
A punch in the face injury is going to look different than a kicked in the face by a large animal injury.
Well, maybe, but you haven't seen what kind of animal. You
There's
haven't seen
no
what kind
maybe
of punch
about it.
The point here, Anthony, I haven't even gotten to the point. The point is, we're now 20 years past that 2000 or that 1995 study. Someone has finally updated
And the hilarious
this.
1995 movie Caveman Rodeo,
Yeah.
where two teenagers thaw out a caveman, and it turns out he's super good at rodeo.
Hey, Kevin, what we should do is we should enter Ugg Ugg into the rodeo. What do you think, bro?
I don't know, Banger. That sounds like a bad idea, man. Ugg Ugg doesn't know the first thing about rodeo. Wait a minute!
Ugg Ugg. Oh, Ugg Ugg, what are you doing? Don't put on those cowboy boots.
Ugg Ugg's in a pair of chaps, and he's getting on top of the Bronco.
Hey,
Banger!
you kids! Don't let that man, that extremely hairy man, onto our bucking Bronco. It's not safe.
Oh, sorry. That's our Uncle Ugford.
Yeah, Ugford McWillington the Old.
He's the heir to the Ugford cigarette fortune. Oh. Well, in that case, I guess he can check out the livestock. No.
Not the livestock. Oh, look at him go. He's one-handing it. Ugg.
Wait, 6 seconds?
What?
7 seconds?
What?
8 seconds?
My boys, your uncle has just beaten the world record.
He's the best rodeo guy out there. What's the name of a rodeo guy?
I don't know. Well, from now on, it's going to be your Uncle Uggington. Ugford, or whatever the fuck you said.
Yeah, whatever one you said we're going with.
Hi, I'm from the Rodeo Times. I'd like to interview your uncle for the Rodeo Times.
Oh, no, Uncle Ugford can't take interviews right now because he's real tired.
He's tired from all the rodeoing he's done.
Yeah, he's real old and real tired.
Ugh. Oh, boy, he sure is tired.
We
Listen to him.
gotta get him out of here. Come on, Banger.
That movie was unwatchable.
4 sequels. 4 direct-to-video sequels.
It was a different time, the 90s. Anyway, thankfully, somebody has updated the data on this, and it turns out rodeo riding...
It turns out that movie is the greatest movie of all time.
It turns out...
We looked at the new data.
Yeah.
And holy shit, that movie's good.
They incorporated viewer ratings.
Yeah.
Not just the...
That's what it was.
Not just the critic ratings.
Look at all these reviews, all 5 stars, and they all say ugh ugh. What does the new data say about getting kicked in the skull?
Rodeo riding is not equivalent to Neanderthal injuries. After all, you know why?
Punching?
Huh?
Is punching equivalent?
It's not. It is also not punching. The reason that rodeo riding is not is because we didn't anticipate all the hand injuries. A lot of hand injuries in rodeo riding. Yeah. Strangely, the punching didn't hurt their hands. So.
Oh yeah, I can see that because your natural instinct to land on your hands and use your hands to like block your face as you're falling, and then also just like getting your hand tugged on all the time. Getting your hand
tugged on. They're holding that strap and shit. So rodeo riders often
stomped on.
On their hands and forearms and stuff? Okay.
Yeah, okay.
So, shaking the entire scientific community, we had to throw out rodeo riders is Neanderthal injuries.
I mean, it caused quite the
ripple. Yeah.
Scientists didn't go to work for weeks. They didn't know what to believe in anymore.
Well, luckily...
They were just laying in bed.
Libby Cowgill. Cowgill. Wonder if she had a little vested interest in this, in clearing the name of rodeo riders.
Yeah.
Anyway, she's from the University of Missouri in Columbia.
Cowboy N Disguise wrote a paper.
She said that the actual activity, modern activity that is most akin to getting a Neanderthal style injury.
Boning.
It's boning down.
Boning down? I thought it would be boning down.
No, it's not boning down. It is.
It's got to be boning down.
Riding in an inner tube being pulled by a powerboat. It's tubing behind a boat on the lake. It's what I did all growing up. I was doing Neanderthal stuff. I didn't even know it.
I just liked it. I just want to like hang out and do Neanderthal shit with my friends.
Yeah.
That's all.
All you need is a boat and a lake and some inflatable watercraft. It's going to be great.
Boy, Neanderthals were pretty well off.
They loved the summer.
Because I'll tell you what, like I knew a couple families that had boats growing up, but they had money.
Right.
These Neanderthals had money.
Let's see what happens when you don't pay for clothes or shelter or anything. You just live in a cave. You can put all your money into power boats.
Oh, yeah. I read a story about that. I read a story about a caveman who worked at Facebook and lived in his car.
Yeah.
And within 2 years, he had paid off all his debt.
That 2005 sequel to Caveman Rodeo.
Caveman Engineer.
Caveman Startup.
Caveman Startup. I don't know, Banger. This is kind of crazy. We haven't done anything like this since we were kids.
I know, Kevin, but I think our Ug's ideas are really solid and they could really be disruptive to all of the industries that have never gone on the net before.
He does have a lot of interesting ideas about cybersecurity.
Ugh.
He's right. 2-factor authentication. Ugh, then ugh.
Yeah. And that's how 2-factor authentication. Oh, I can't even speak anymore.
And that's why kids from Russia can't steal your Diablo shit anymore.
Yeah, man. So here's the thing: when you're in an inner tube being pulled by a boat, have you done this before?
Yeah,
it's one of my favorite things.
I used to. Are you ready for something surprising?
Yeah.
I used to go wakeboarding a lot.
Really?
Used to be pretty good at wakeboarding.
Me too. I grew up. That was our thing. Water skiing, wakeboarding, inner tube. It was like that was what we did as a family. That was all the time.
Oh, dude, I used to wakeboard all the time. I used to skate all the time.
Oh man,
that was what it was about.
You were different then.
Yeah.
I would love to get out on the water with you, man. Then we could get ourselves an injury like a Neanderthal.
Yeah, dude, we could shred that wake.
Because see, here's what happens. You go to that Lake Havasu, you're on that spring break.
Mm-hmm.
All the people are drinking, they're having a great time. Let's all get in the inner tube, have the boat pull us. Driver's drunk too. It's a mess.
It's a great time.
It's a hazard waiting to happen.
It is a wonderful time.
It is a blast. But the driver doesn't pay attention. He hits a wake a little hard. Everybody in the boat doesn't even barely even feel it. But if you're behind the boat in the tube with a couple of your friends, knuckleheads, and the thing bounces, and then you all smack your heads together. And get concussions and smacked all around about the face and head. Somebody's noggin goes into your eye socket. Another person's elbow hits you in the nose. Neanderthal injury. Boom. It's like a punch to the face from a Neanderthal.
No, I think it's probably like being attacked by the prey that Neanderthals would hunt.
Right, when they hunted wild inner tubes.
I still think getting punched is getting punched no matter when you get punched.
Yeah.
I still think that.
Well, but it was a different time. It was a different time for punching. There was a lot less, arms
involved? No, it's the same thing.
Yeah, but nobody had spectacles. Nobody watched martial arts movies. There was, just different plans. Everybody went straight for where your Ugg was coming out of.
I would think if anything, punches would hurt more now that we know how to punch correctly.
But we're feeble because of our weird diet.
I think this is mostly replicating injuries in the environment and interactions that a Neanderthal had with their environments. I don't like that they're lumping punches in.
Why?
I'm really hung up on this punch thing.
You really are.
I really am. And I can't get past it, dude, because I will tell you this. A punch is a punch.
I don't think you've done enough punch investigation.
Don't tell me what I've investigated and what I haven't. I will punch you right now.
Punches live on a spectrum, and you have to respect all punches. Some punches identify as full-blown punches. Other punches are like open hand slaps.
If you told me this is what these injuries are the most like what a Neanderthal would encounter in its everyday life in general, I would say yes. It's the fact that they've brought punches in that makes me like, I don't believe this entire study because they brought punches in.
I think you're putting more emphasis on punches than you should, because they just are examples of ways that the face and head would get hurt in a Neanderthal day. During the day,
give me one other than punches.
Stalking their prey, or Oh, the other thing was
you don't sound as sure as you do about
it was
punches.
A lot of punches.
I don't think it was.
But there's other things too. Oh, so it's water tubing, reckless water tubing,
sure, and
then table injuries. So let's say you trip in your house and your face hits a table.
That's what I was saying. Accidents.
Yeah.
Tripping and falling. You said no.
Well, I would assume tripping and falling didn't mean like a table is necessary. This is like requiring a table to be involved in the trip and fall.
Wait.
Table accidents.
Are they saying specifically it needs to involve a table,
yes,
or are you changing that?
It is reckless water tubing or table-related injuries.
Really?
Yes.
This is a very, very specific fucking study.
Is.
And I don't know, man. So
I have other bad news for you about this study. there is a chance. Now, let's be honest, a small chance. But there's a chance
That it's entirely bullshit.
that it's entirely invalidated.
You son of a bitch!
By the fact that maybe all of the data we have about Neanderthal injuries is only because anybody that had injuries to their lower half never made it to a place where we could discover their bones. So, most of Neanderthal bones are found in shelters. And if they died with like a head or face injury,
like animal shelters?
yeah,
Like cute little puppies are just gnawing on them. We're just giving these Neanderthal bones.
the puppy wanted it. The puppy was like whining about it.
I feel like there's a better use of Neanderthal bones. I feel like they're very valuable.
Valuable to that puppy. And how are you going to say no to that little face?
I can't say no to that little face, but we did lose 30 years of research. We did. But he looks so happy.
Most of the Neanderthal bones we found were found inside rock shelters where they died.
Mm-hmm.
If
Around
it was
tables
the case,
mostly.
If somebody,
It was a small rock shelter with then like a nice table, like a nice coffee table,
Yeah.
something that's like not too high up off the ground,
not
but not
overstated.
too low.
Yeah.
And it's not going to take up a huge amount of space.
no, but it's right in tripping distance from your face.
Maybe it's got like a little like hidden storage in it, but not drawers, not full drawers.
No. But like something you could put just like a nice magazine or book into.
Yeah, if you want to like put the remote somewhere where they're out of sight, but they're
There you
also close.
Yeah.
It's got like maybe like a little shelf, like a hidden shelf.
Nice, very tasteful.
It's very nice. It'll kill you.
Oh, it'll hurt your face.
You will fucking die.
Don't trip near it.
You will trip over it and you will die. Just like most Neanderthals did.
So it's possible that any Neanderthal who's died because its leg was broken and it couldn't get back to the shelter.
Basically any non-head related Neanderthal death.
Yeah. It's possible that our data is just really skewed and it seems like all the Neanderthals died from head injuries, but those are the only ones we found because all the leg deaths were eaten by things that found them in the wild where they fell off the cliff and broke their legs.
Hey, Jeff, this study's garbage.
Did I waste everybody's time with this one?
You're a fucking garbage human.
I think this is interesting because water tubing and table-related injuries are the number one killers of Neanderthals. And we've learned that today.
And why isn't anybody saying anything?
Why can we not speak out? Follow the money, Anthony.
Listen.
Who's responsible for silencing the tube lobby and the table lobby? Tube and tables!
If you have ever, if you're a Neanderthal, or if you have any Neanderthal friends or family,
right,
that have ever been hurt by this,
speak out.
It's time to start speaking out.
Yeah.
I'm tired of the table lobby saying that tables don't kill people.
They deny it.
Tables don't kill people. This is recklessness.
Deny it under
if people
oath.
would learn table control,
Yeah. It's so...
tables wouldn't hurt anyone. A responsible Neanderthal parent knows to lock up a table away from a child.
It's the parents' fault now?
I'm just saying a responsible table owner does not leave a table out in the middle of a room. That's not where tables go.
That's not the primary use of tables.
No, God, no.
Why would you put a table in the center of your room?
Tables are for trained, responsible, safe adults that know only to use a table when it is absolutely necessary.
Yeah, you've been trained.
Or for sport.
Or for sport. That's right. You know, the problem is they're always asking us to table the discussion. And
Fuck you. Fuck you. Fuck you for this study.
I think this is fascinating.
Fuck you for that joke.
I think this is fascinating. And I think we've all spent some quality time learning about it. And I think even better than that, Nikolai Talento, who sent this in, thank you, sir, because not enough people are thinking about
two-factor authentication.
Right. And ugh, thank you for being the only person strong enough to grunt your way to success.
It's a story. You pull yourself out by your bootstraps and you safely use and respect and own tables.
Yeah.
And that's how you get ahead in this country. If anybody disagrees, don't at me. But if you are going to at me about this study, I'm at A Carboni.
I'm at Jeff Canada.
And you can hashtag those. Ugh, that's UGG. Obviously. And hey, guys, just so you know, you're going to need shirt and shoes to get service most places.
That's what they say.
I mean,
unless you're a Neanderthal. But even when you've been tubing all day, you need a shirt and a shoe to go in.
We cannot help you with the shoe thing.
No.
We don't know anything about shoes. I've never owned a pair in my life. I get turned away from a lot of places. but we can help you with shirts.
Oh, and hats.
And hats, which you don't need to get service places, and you should actually take off before you go in a building. It's just respectful.
It is.
But if you want shirts or hats, and you want them to coincidentally have things to do with this very show, there's a great place to go. It's wehaveconcerns.com/shop.
That's where you can go and get stuff like that to solve all those problems that we enumerated.
Don't go looking for shoes. I cannot help you. I do not know what they are.
What are shoes?